Okay, so here we are in Outliner. I have all my articles organized in the left-hand column. I've tagged things that I needed to. For right now, we're going to work on developing our outline. So here I'm going to type New York State regions. All right, let's check out this first one. So we're going to go to the website. Once we put it in there, we're going to tab it. We're going to go to the website. This is a document that talks about regions in terms of world population. All right, so let me show you how to annotate. So I have my Diigo up right here. I'm going to look at this information. I'm going to try to ignore her, and just focus on the text. So this was written pretty recently. According to the latest census reports, New York reports a rich ethnic diversity as people from over 200 nationalities were counted to be part of New York. Okay, so the census is telling us how many people in New York are from diverse backgrounds. So we're going to highlight just that little section. Up pops my thing, it wants me to select more. I'm going to highlight it. I also think it's important to highlight Russian, Swedish, and Greek. You might want to put this in a table later to show some of this information. It's telling us where, but also we're learning about Italian American, Irish American, and German Americans, and French Canadians. So that information is probably going to help us later as we're looking to try to find out who lives where in New York. First we're deciding the where, but eventually we're going to need to know who. So New York State population, third largest state in the United States, according to the census. Actually, I really wouldn't have thought that. Interesting. Most of the population growth has been because the number of migrants that it has accepted in the past few years. So that makes sense. Then we're talking about metropolitan areas, latest census. There's the 200 nationalities, and we're coming back to those populations from the top. Looks like it's the same paragraph actually. New York age distribution, okay. A little bit of religion. So this is good, but it's a little bit of sloppy scholarship here as we have the same information here and here. That's a little strange. So questionable as we keep this, but I believe this is the outline tab. Nope, those are my annotations. And we're going to save this. We're going to add it to our outliner, New York State project. Might have already been there, but we'll go back and see. So here's our outliner. There it is. And it has annotations in there too. All right. Then, a mind of its own. Then we're going to go to this one here. Economic Development Regions, Wikimedia Commons. Okay, so here we have numbers 1 through 11. That's important to note. I would like to put on here, if I may, Post-it. And I would like to write 11 regions. Let's keep that in mind. Scroll down. There's the 11 regions defined. Let's get our highlighter out. Go up through them. There they are. All right, so there's data that we're going to come back and look at later. Let's go back to our Diigo outliner. So that will show us that there's also some annotation there. Then here, I would like to go to this one, Parks and Rec. It's over here now. How many regions do we see here? 12. So again, let's annotate, find a Post-it. Here we're going to write 12 regions. That'll be interesting to compare. Then again, I'm going to take my highlighter. I'm going to come up through the information. And there I go. I'm going to save it. I'm not going to add it to the outliner because it's already there. I'm going to make sure it's tagged with regions. All right, back to our Diigo outliner. We've gone through the top 3 websites here, as you can see with the arrows checked there. Let's go to this one. Oops, I know what I did. This guy needs to come down here, and then I need to click this. All right, regions of New York State. Let's go through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we have 10 regions. It'll be interesting to see why we're defining regions as we are and which ones will overlap. We'll be doing that in our chart later. So now I'm writing 10 regions. Saving it. Again, I like to highlight the regions. There we go. Saved it. It's got regions there. We're all set. All right, we're going to go back to the outliner. So we've annotated those 4. We're going to go to this one. And again, it wants to stay on that line. Okay, here we go. Click it. And there we have regions 1 through 9. Annotate, post-it note, 9 regions. Save. 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 I'm going to close a couple of windows I got going on up here for a second. And we're going to go back to our outliner. So there's a way in this outliner where we can see more information. There is annotate right there. So let's see, or maybe that's a flag. But here is edit. Oh, that's just to change the title. If I enter. What if? So that's showing me the tags, but not any of my annotations. I'll have to figure out how to do that, and I'll come back.